And this is why I always say Sims are the most dangerous dudes on this planet. So, a Texas man, Tracy Wilson, allegedly hid in his ex girlfriend's closet with flowers to surprise her, but ended up shooting and killing her new boyfriend after discovering them together. The shooting happened while the woman's 10-year-old son was home. Police say Wilson fled but was later arrested and charged with murder. Authorities also found cocaine and large sums of cash at the scene, suggesting possible drug activity linked to the case. Sad, bro. And the sad thing about this situation, he killed an innocent man. He killed the girlfriend boyfriend who just was a man that his ex girl was dating. But he got so mad of the fact that his ex girl moved on with a new dude and he took the new dude out, bro. All for what? Straight crash out, bro. And in this situation, you gotta blame this dude, right? But you also gotta question, and this is why as a man, you gotta do a background check, bro. You gotta pay attention to the type of men that a woman dated in her past. These things matters because sometimes a woman might move on, but an ex, he didn't. He's still crazy over her. No, an innocent man lost his life because he messed with the wrong woman. And this is why, man, we gotta be careful, bro, because he didn't harm the girl. He harmed dude who had completely nothing to do with the situation. Man, come on, bro. I'm telling you, fam, it's these Sims, bro. These Sims have no type of control over their emotions. That's why they are so dangerous. And if you pay attention, they also found cocaine and large sums of cash at the scene, suggesting possible drug activity. So that tells you the type of men that this woman deals with. It's sad, man. Fellas, look, all I'm simply saying is be careful out here. And when you meet these women, pay attention, bro. Observe them. Observe the type of men that they are into. If a woman got a history of dating dudes who are in the streets and all that, if you a good dude, that's not the type of woman that you want to mess with because she's used to a certain type of energy. She's used to dealing with men who really don't have any type of emotional intelligence. And it becomes very dangerous, not so much for her, but for you standing next to her. RIP to this young man in this situation. Fellas, be careful out here, man, for real.
I don't want no goody two shoes, live life by the book ass nigga. I don't want him. He's boring. I'm tired. I'm gonna cheat on him. I'm gonna cheat.
Now, look, here's the thing. I don't see a problem with what she's saying That's her preference. Okay? She doesn't want a good man, right? She don't want a man to be structured, disciplined, organized, and things like that. She more so want a man who's toxic. So God forbid she comes across a good man. But here's the reality about women like this. They love the players. They love the toxic men. And when they go after those men and then they get hurt, guess who they will be coming after to heal? They will target a good man to heal, to power up, just to return back to the streets to mess with the players. That's the life of a bird. And this is why, as men, you got to be careful because a bunch of y'all will meet a woman with this mindset when she's healing, when she's battered, when she's bruised from going after the players. The cycle is real, but essentially, this is how they feel. So, as a man, you gotta be careful out here, bro. You gotta learn to understand female nature and you gotta learn to understand women who are for the streets. Do your research because she's being honest right now because I'm pretty sure she probably played some sucker dude out there who was being a good man to her. So right now she's feeling rejuvenated, she's feeling vibrant. So right now she's like, yo, I don't want a good man. I just played a good man. Shit. I need me a man who is toxic. So, fellas, the bottom line is this: don't become a victim to a woman like this. That's just the bottom line.
Details about how a man was robbed at gunpoint inside of his own details. Breaking new details about how a man was robbed at gunpoint inside of his own home in Flatbush. News 12's Shakti Dennis joins us now from the scene with the very latest on this shocking story.
A terrifying encounter for a 47-year-old man last night. Police sources tell us the man was waiting for a person he met on a dating app at his home on East 21st Street. But when he opened the door shortly before 9 p.m., two men dressed in all black with face masks forced their way inside. They pointed a gun to his head and forced him to lay face down on the ground. They tried to tie him up, but the man resisted. We're told one of the attackers then kicked him multiple times. The two men stole some of his personal properties and ran off. The victim was taken to the hospital with injuries, but in stable condition. This morning, tenants in the building were shocked by the news.
Oh my God. That's terrifying.
Were you around last night? Did you hear anything?
No, I didn't. No. Oh my God.
Other tenants say they've raised safety concerns with management multiple times before.
From a security perspective, I think that the building could be doing a lot more for us. We've reported issues with packages being stolen.
They say they've even asked the landlord to change the building's access code after they say too many non-residents are able to get inside. It's still unclear what the two men took from inside the apartment, but police are still looking for the attackers. In Flatbush, Shakti Dennis, News 12 Brooklyn.
Fellas, keep away from those dating apps. This man caught a blessing because it could have been worse. He could have lost his life chasing cheeks. And it's not worth it, bro. You don't gotta understand, right? Dating apps sometimes are used to target people, rob them, and kill them. A lot of men use images of pretty women to find thirsty dudes who are willing to spend a bunch of money to impress women, pretty much target simps. And all they're gonna do is rob y'all. That's why, as a man, it's best to keep away from these apps, bro. Because you gotta understand, bro. You are fishing in contaminated waters. Even if you was to meet a woman on a dating app, what type of woman you expect her to be? She's going to be of low quality. That's going to be a woman who date a different dude every 3 days, every 4 days. She probably goes on 4 dates in 1 week. What type of quality woman you expect to be comfortable meeting that amount of different men in 1 week? And now you got, well, they've been doing this, but you got dudes who are using women images to set up suckers. Fellas, it don't pay to be a sucker, bro. Be wise out here.